Hey guys, just going to go over today's Asia Range sweep trade that I marked up and followed. It's probably one of the cleanest setups I've ever really seen, so I figured it's a good example to record, show you guys, and tell you what ideally you're sort of like looking for. So, put the indicator on. I've bars replayed it just before the sweep at the minute, so that's still in the Asia Range. So first of all, we're looking for a sweep down into a point of interest, a break to the upside, mitigation, and then take it to the high basically. That's ideally what we're looking for. So I'll play a couple of candles, and once it sweeps, we'll look at what it taps into, because I also believe that's very important. And then we'll look for the structure shift that we are looking for, the entry, and targets, which is obviously the Asia high, but there's also something else there that some of you might have spotted already, but we'll mark it up, see what it would then also want to tag into on the opposite side of the entry. So it'll tap some, fill something to the entry, or fill something to the exit point, or a potential exit point. Right, so I'm just going to go back a couple of candles. That was a bit quick. Do it there. Delete that line. Right, so as you can see here, we've got a sweep of the Asian low. Low here has been the bottom of this box. Got a sweep. Before we look any further, I will just show you what it taps into, which is this, summit in this. So we will drop down the time frames, because I've had a quick look before and it's pretty much exactly what I'd be looking for an entry, an imbalance fill for then an entry. Obviously, it don't look like too much there, but obviously you've got obviously an order block bangers candle, big piece of imbalance created, and it looks even better on the 5 second. I'm not saying you need to come down this low to find these things, but on the 5 second, if you've got this kind of push up here, then that's a good sign that something's going on. So obviously you can see it's tapped. This blue line here is the sweep low, so obviously it tags into effectively this order block here, which I will turn blue. Yeah, so there's no more imbalance in that leg to come and fill. So it's done that. It's done its job. It's filled it, and then now obviously it's swept the Asia low, swept any trend lines. There's probably trend lines in there. I'll not go into that yet. I'll probably just won't go into it actually. It swept the Asia low. That's the important part for the Asia range sweep stuff. So from here, we're looking for a shift in price action to the upside now. So we would be something like that. Or that high there. Or if you prefer wicks, obviously do the wicks. I'm a body close kind of person. Pardon me. And once we get that shift, as long as it obviously doesn't create a new low, then we would then start looking for an entry. Straight away, we've got within several minutes. So once we've got that shift now above them, even if you count the wicks, you've got the shift in price action from bearish to bullish, or signal that you maybe wants to go bullish now. So now I would be looking for an entry. Now, I'm not saying you have to drop to the seconds chart or anything. I do. If you're new, stay away. If you are new, just go with something like that. Entry. For me, that's pretty damn big. I will get to what I mark up in a minute, but just to be careful and protect your accounts, just be that extra bit cautious. So I will drop down to the seconds chart, and as you can see here, got that lovely bit of imbalance there above that zone there. So lovely bit of imbalance there. So me personally, I'm looking for that imbalance to be filled. I don't really see the need for it to come back below maybe this wick, that wick to be safe. Like I say, if you're new or you're not used to the seconds charts or tight entries, cover this wick plus spreads, maybe a little bit more, just to make you feel at ease. You don't want to be stressing. It's not what it's about. If you're going to stress, you're going to interfere. You're not going to let the thing play out for what your analysis is showing. So from there, obviously I would set my pending order. So my pending would be that, and I would cover about 2 pips because my broker is super tight on spreads. So we've got our entry, we're happy, pending would be on. We would be obviously looking for targets. So as rule of probabilities, I was going to wait, do that, bear me a second. Generally, we'd look straight for Asia high to be taken. So pip just above that, it's likely to pip just above that box. There is other targets as well just above. There is equal highs just above the Asia high, which means it's a very much likely the price would want to command tag above them. This liquidity, so there's money above these equal highs. There'll be stop losses above here in theory. So with that in mind, price might want to sweep the equal highs and then reverse. So we could maybe look for an entry just above the equal highs. So if I just extend that line across, I will just change to, I'm just going to bar replay it to, no I'm not, no I'm just going to change to 15 second and just follow that line across, otherwise I'll lose the point I'm at. So equal highs, you've got there, this blue line, that's right, so we're looking just above the blue line really, and obviously we've got this imbalance fill. There's a big bit of imbalance here. I would feel fairly comfortable that would get swept. So I would also, I've got my green line there, I'll draw a blue line as a TP line. So I am saying that is now going to tap my entry box there, and it is going to, oh no, where's my line? Oh, it's the blue line now, sorry. And I am saying it's going to touch that line somewhere just above there, just under 29 pips, but we'll give it a pip just to be safe, because you want to make sure it gets through it. It might literally mitigate that fill and turn, and if you've got spreads on your account, then it won't exit you from the trade. So, and then obviously if you're not watching, it might turn you around and take you out, which we do not want. So now that we've got everything, we just play the candles and wait to see what happens. I'll speed it up so we're not waiting too long. Very close, but not quite. There you go. Tags us in pretty much on the dot, which I'll show you. Yeah. Minimal drawdown there. Three pipettes in, so zero, pretty much zero spread on my brokerage, so it'll tap me in and come straight back out. And then we wait and see what happens with our targets. There you go. This is what I mean about giving yourself a little bit to allow for spreads. I'd have been alright on that. Depending on who you're with, you might not have been. So give yourself peace of mind. Yeah, he used zero spreads for me, but 0.2 of a pip. It's the importance of imbalance fills. Obviously, you've got an imbalance fill down here. You've got an imbalance fill up here for your target. Well, that's pretty much it. The perfect Asia range trade